Welcome to 2025 USA Powerlifting Raw Nationals. We are streaming live from Atlanta, Georgia. We're getting ready to start with the first session of the first day of Raw Nationals. Today we have the 44 kilogram, 48 kilogram, 52 kilogram, 56 kilogram, and 60 kilogram women's weight classes. We have over 100 lifters spanning all ages lifting this morning, and we are ready to see what they've got. I'm here on platforms 3 and 4. Platform 3, starting us out with 100 kilos, we have Beverly and Maisie on platform 4 with 65 kilos. Let's see what the judges say about those opening squats. That was a good lift on platform 4. Let's see on platform 3. Good lift on platform 3. Sometimes the opening squat can be one of the most nerve-wracking lifts, so it is always good to see somebody go ahead and just get their opening squat as a good lift. Platform 3, we have Taylor coming up with 110 kilos loaded on the bar. We've got our spotters and loaders working hard already this early in the morning. And then on platform 4, we've got Jamie. She's in the 52 kilo class, Master 1. In USA Powerlifting, we have age divisions. So at the bottom of the screen, sometimes you'll see something like, for instance, right now on platform 3, we have Team 2. On platform 4, we have Master 1. Team 2 are lifters who are age 16 to 17 years old, and Master 1 are lifters who are age 40 to 49 years old. So you'll notice that we have a span of all ages. In fact, we have lifters as young as the Teen 1 class today, that's 14 to 15 years old, and lifters as old as the M5 class today, which is 80 to 89 years old. On platform 4, Taylor's approaching the bar. She's got 110 kilos loaded, which is 242 pounds. And then on platform 4, we have Kelsey, 95 kilos loaded. So it looks like we had a no lift on platform 3. That was a yellow card. Often a yellow card on the squat could be missing one of the commands, stepping forward or backward during the lift. If you notice up at the top right of the large screen, you'll see 3 lights. There are 3 referees who are judging each lift, and they will either give a white or a red light. If any rule infractions take place, you'll also see a smaller light underneath, red, yellow, or blue, and that usually tells you the reason why the lift was given a red light. So it looks like Christy had 2 white lights and 1 red light in the middle. The 1 red light was for depth. In the squat event, lifters are required to squat so that the top surface of the legs at the hip joint is lower than the top of the knees, and that's a rule infraction if they're not. Platform 3 right now, we have Janina coming up, a 52 kilo junior, squatting 117.5 kilos for her opener. And then on platform 4, we have Alexis, another 52 kilo junior, squatting 102.5 kilos for her opener. In powerlifting, for each discipline, squat, bench press, and deadlift, you get 3 attempts. So a lot of the time, an opening attempt, you'll see something that a lifter can get really easily any day. And then second and third attempts are when we'll see things look a little bit more difficult. Platform 3, we have Heather, 52 kilos in the Master 1 division, and Brooklyn on platform 4, 56 kilo junior. Heather's coming out to 120 kilos on the bar. Brooklyn is coming out to 110 kilos on the bar. Let's see how these opening squats move. Heather's looking very focused, very determined. That looked good to me. Let's see what the judges say. That's 2 white lights. So another note is that there are 3 referees, as I said, that correspond with the 3 lights. As long as a lifter gets 2 of the lights white, then the lift is considered a good lift. If it is 2 red to 1 white, then it is considered a no lift. Let's see, on platform 3 we have Ariana coming out to 120 kilos, and on platform 4, Ashley coming out to 110 kilos. Ariana's squat looked good to me. Let's see. We have 2 white lights, 1 red, the yellow card in the center, and then 3 white lights for Ashley. So right now we are up just about halfway through the flight of first attempt squats on platforms 3 and 4. Wow, that was fast on platform 3. Kingston just smoked 120 kilos. 3 white lights. That is not surprising to me. That was a great squat. And then we have 2 white lights with 1 red card in the center on platform 4. Again, red card is going to be for depth. So just a little bit of insight on how this process works for the lifters coming out. So this is the first lift of the day, the first squat. So once the spotters and loaders have the indicated weight loaded on the bar and the rack height is correct, the head or chief referee will call that the bar is loaded. The lifter then has 1 minute to come out to the platform and receive the first command. So for each of the 3 lifts, there are distinct commands. For the squat, the command that the lifter gets first is the squat command. So as soon as the referees see that the lifter is in position, and their knees are locked out, they are ready to take their first squat. Platform 3, we have Angelina. Platform 4, we have Autumn. Once the lifter gets the squat command, then they are able to perform the lift, they squat to depth, and then once they are standing, locked out, they're given the rack command, and that is when they would then walk the bar back into the rack. Let's see. 3 white lights on platform 3. And 3 white lights on platform 4. Alexa has 122.5 kilos loaded on the bar. Emily has 120 kilos loaded on the bar. We're on the last few first squat attempts of this first flight. Something you'll notice when you're watching these different squatters, great 3 white lights on both platforms. Something you'll notice when watching these squatters, and I think our last 2 squatters were such an excellent example of this, is that there are so many different styles and techniques that you'll see people using on all 3 lifts. So if you noticed, Alexa on platform 3 had a very, very narrow squat stance. And then Emily's squat stance was a little bit wider. This is all going to kind of depend on the comfort level of the lifter and their body leverages. So you'll see a lot of different techniques. You'll even see things like some lifters' hands being closer together under the bar. Let's see. We have Marielle and Trin. 125 and 120 kilos respectively. Let's see, 3 white lights on platform 3. And we've got 2 to 1 on platform 4. So again, that was a red card, so that squat was called on the sides on depth. Another thing that you might notice while you're watching is when the spotters and loaders are loading the weight, they're also adjusting the rack. They're adjusting the rack height, but something you may also notice, for example, on platform 4 right now, is that the rack they're actually pushing in. We call that putting the uprights in. Some lifters prefer this, especially if you have your hands a little bit closer together on the bar. I personally prefer to squat with the uprights in because I often bang the plates on the uprights as I'm racking and unracking. All right. Oh, platform 3. It looks like we are going into our second squat attempts. And Shannon is finishing off our first squat attempts on platform 4. Beverly's coming out to 107.5 kilos. She was able to get her opener in easily. Let's see how this second squat moves. Slow and steady on the way down, quick on the way up. And 2 white lights for her. Then we've got Maisie starting out our second attempts on platform 4. Taylor coming out to 115 kilos or 253 pounds for her second squat attempt. This is interesting because Taylor did not get her first attempt. However, it was not on strength, it was on an infraction. So sometimes you will see lifters who still make a jump on their second attempt. So let's see how this one goes. She's got 115 kilos loaded. She is ready. And that is 3 white lights. Great job, Taylor. Maisie also got her second squat attempt. We've got Christy and Jamie coming up. You'll notice Christy is listed as a guest lifter. Often this is because, so in powerlifting, as I mentioned, there are certain weight classes that are competing today. And for national level meets, when you declare a weight class, you have a certain amount of time before you can change the weight class that you might be in. And then if you don't make weight on the day, so if you are not within that weight class, you will often be able to continue to lift just as a guest lifter. Oh, yep, so you can see there, if you were paying attention on platform 3 as they were moving the uprights in. That's what I was talking about with the squat. All right, Melissa. Melissa took a different approach than Taylor. So Taylor's first squat was a no lift, but she jumped up. Melissa's first squat was a no lift. She is repeating the same weight for her second squat. You'll see lifters do both things, and you actually have the option to do both if you have a no lift. So let's see. I'm rooting for Melissa to get this one. All right, there we go. 3 white lights for Melissa. And Kelsey also just got 3 white lights for her second squat. We have Angelina coming up to 125 kilos on the bar on platform 3. Alexis on platform 4. Angelina's first squat did look a little bit tough for an opener. She did get it, but you see she's jumped up 2.5 kilos for her second. You really want your opener to move quickly and easily. And Angelina is a seasoned competitor, so not sure if maybe it's just a tough morning. Oh, and she got 3 white lights on that second squat. That's awesome. It'll be interesting to see how she proceeds with her third. So again, that second looked a little bit tough, but she got it, and you could see her coach jumping up and down in the background. Of course, she couldn't jump up and down because she's got weight loaded on her back. Got Alexis. See how that lift, 3 white lights for Alexis on platform 4. I love watching the second squats, but the third squats are really where we're going to see some exciting things happen. That's not to say the second squats aren't exciting. They're all exciting. We've got Heather on platform 3, another seasoned competitor, and Heather is someone who does so much within the USA Powerlifting organization. Oh, 2 red to 1, 2 to 1 on depth. It's interesting. I thought that was a good look. All right, let's see. We've got Brooklyn, platform 2, 115 kilos. Platform 4, apologies. All right. Janina is looking focused. Another thing you'll notice with our lifters, this is one of my favorite things to watch, is just kind of the pre-lift ritual. Kind of helps you to get into the mindset of the lifter. So you'll see lifters do, I mean, for every lifter, there's a different pre-lift ritual. You see some lifters who look really just very calm and focused, very just zen look on their face, and some lifters have an incredible intensity when they come out on the platform. It's just so interesting to see. And sometimes with lifters, you'll see a different style of pre-lift ritual from lift to lift to lift. You know, so where you might have someone who's super intense on the squat, might be a little bit calmer and more focused on the bench press, and vice versa. All right, we've got Marilyn on platform 4. Unfortunately, that was a no lift on her second squat attempt of 115 kilos. 15 kilo jump's a pretty big squat, pretty big jump from with the third squat attempt. That's when you just go for it. Sometimes it's not there that day. National level meets are a tough meet. A lot of athletes have to travel, some from very far. Sometimes you're dealing with things like a time zone difference, and sometimes you're dealing with things like a weight cut. So there are a lot of factors that go into this. We've got Marielle on platform 3. Wow. To me, that was a good choice for a third attempt. Unfortunately, that was a no lift, 2 to 1 on depth. Alexis is here on platform 4. She has arrived. She's got 115 kilos loaded on the bar. Let's see, Alexis, come on. And I believe that was 3 red lights for depth. Let's see, we've got Kingston on platform 3, 135 kilos. Wow, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a big meet PR for her. Come on. Oh, okay. That's right. It looks like she had 127.5 kilos for her second attempt, and that was a PR, I believe, a meet PR. So let's go, Kingston. Got Ashley on platform 4. Oh, yeah. Tough, but she got it. Let's see what the judges say. Unfortunately, that was a no lift for depth. Got Alexa on platform 3. She looks determined. She is focused. That second squat looked really strong. And I think this will be a PR for Alexa if she makes this lift. Come on. Look at that. To me, that, yeah, 3 white lights, that looked like a very good choice for a third attempt. It was tough, but third attempt is when you try something tough. We've got Brooklyn on platform 4, 122.5 kilos. And this looks like this is going to be a big PR for her as well. Here we go, Brooklyn. Come on. It's all right. It's just not there today. That'll be there next time. All right, Judy, she's in the teen 3 class. That's 18 to 19 years old. Oh, she's going to push through it. Come on, Judy. There you go. I love to see a good squat grind. Unfortunately, no lift. 2 to 1 on depth. As I mentioned before, if you were tuning in, the 3 lights correspond to 3 separate referees, which is really great because, you know, we have someone in the front and someone on each side so they can really see the whole lift. We've got Chantel on platform 4, 122.5. She had a no lift on her second attempt, so she took a pretty small jump on the third, and you know what? She just got it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Man, that is a great comeback. If you miss a lift, in my opinion, especially a squat, and you're able to come back and get the next one, especially going up in weight, that's a huge comeback. We've got Terry lifting as a guest lifter. Oh, platform 3. We've already started the second flight of squats. Platform 4, we've got a few third attempts left. So as I just mentioned, platform 3, we are going into flight B. So in powerlifting, especially large meet like this, we have it separated into flights. So, you know, we have groups on the same platform, but you will have, for example, for today, we have flight A and flight B on all platforms. And all lifters will complete, you know, from both flights will complete each discipline before moving on to the next one. So flight A and flight B will complete all their squats, then we will move on to the bench press, which is nice because it gives lifters in flight A a little bit of break, a little bit of time to breathe, a little bit of time to eat. They need to refuel, and then also, you know, time to warm up for the bench press. That was a good lift on platform 3. We've got Autumn out here for her third squat attempt. She took a 5-kilo jump from 125 to 130. 130 kilos is about 286 pounds. Let's see Autumn. Oh, little sticking point there. But to me, that looked good. Let's see what the judges say. We've got a no lift. Looks like there was a little bit of downward motion. I didn't catch that in the moment, but it looks like there was a little bit of downward motion there when she hit that sticking point. And that can happen sometimes, you know, if as you're performing the squat, coming up out of the squat, you go back down and up again. Unfortunately, that can be a no lift. All right, platform 3, continuing on with our first squats. So far, we're on our 4th lifter here, Lily. Lily looking very focused, coming out to 120 kilos or 264 pounds, lifting in the women's 60-kilo junior class. Looks like she is here representing Team Outlier. You'll notice some lifters up on the board, they will have a team listed. There are often people who will come as a coaching team, and then they participate in team scoring here at Raw Nationals. All right, platform 4, let's go, Trini. Let's see what the judges say on platform 4. 2 to 1 for depth. You know what? I was really impressed that she came back from missing her first squat, or having a not missing, but having no lift on her first squat, and then being able to go up 7.5 kilos. That takes some serious mental fortitude and determination. All right, on platform 4, this is our final third squat, our final squat of flight A. Shannon coming out to 145 kilos. This is what she took for her second squat attempt. It was a no lift on the second attempt, but she's going to go for it again. We're cheering her on. She's doing a nice focused walkout. And man, that moved. That was quick. And 3 white lights. You know what? She could have had more on her squat today, for sure. So she's definitely, next time she's gonna have more there. And that looks like, I believe that matched her current meet PR. I think I actually spoke with Shannon last night in the equipment check line. And if I'm not mistaken, this, I believe, is her first Raw Nationals. So to come to your first Raw Nationals and even match your meet PR is a big deal, especially when you, like I mentioned, you had to travel, you have to worry about making weight in the morning. It's just such a, it's a very different environment if you have mostly competed in like smaller local meets. It's such a fun environment, an amazing experience, but it is definitely a different environment. So I'm always so impressed when I can see lifters who, you know, are competing in their first Raw Nationals and, you know, match their current PRs, make PRs, because it is just, it's a different mental game. All right, so on platform 3, it looks like we are just about halfway through first squat attempts. Platform 4, we're starting our first squat attempts. Wow, Karen, that was good deep squat. Let's see what the judges thought. Yeah, 3 white lights. We've got Jodelle, also looked like a nice deep squat. 3 white lights for her as well, 140 kilo opener. We've got Danielle. We're loading the bar for Danielle on platform 3. She is in the 60 kilo open. So the different approaches coming to the bar. Leah, a lot of intensity coming out. Some lifters just really like to get hyped up. We love to see it. 152.5 kilos, that was fast. Let's see what the judges say. Unfortunately, that was a no lift on depth. But man, as quick as that moved, she's just got to take it down a little bit farther and she'll have that no problem on the next lift. Sometimes the nerves just really get to you on this first squat. As I mentioned, it's a pretty nerve-wracking experience, that first squat. We've got Yvette on platform 4. That looked good to me. And 3 white lights, the judges agreed. Tiffany on platform 3, opening at 155 kilos. That's 341 pounds. So just for context, she is in our 60 kilogram weight class. That means that she weighs less than 132 pounds, and she is squatting 341 pounds for an opening attempt. That is incredibly impressive. And we've got Linda coming out to the bar with the same weight on the bar, another 60 kilo junior lifter, meaning between the ages of 20 and 23, already squatting 341 pounds for an opening attempt. I am pumped to see what these lifters do on their seconds and thirds. And that was pretty speedy. And the judges say 3 white lights to that one. All right, platform 4, we've got Judy coming out. Masters 3 lifter, squatting over 200 pounds for her opener. And she looks ready to go. She's getting under the bar. And you'll notice in the top right corner of the large screen that says USA Powerlifting, there is a clock that's ticking down. So, wow. I think that was a good opener for Judy. But that clock that's ticking down, as I mentioned previously, if you've been tuning in, you have 1 minute from when the bar is loaded, is called by the head judge, and for you to get that first squat command. So the lifter has to be under the bar, ready, set up, walk it out, and receive that squat command within the 1 minute. So we've got Terry lifting on platform 3. Unfortunately, it was a no lift for her first squat. But we're going to root for her to get this one. She moves the weight really well. Let's see what the judges say this time. All right, so that was 2-1. So that is a good lift. She did get 1 red card for depth. But yeah, it's great. It's so great to get on the board, especially after you've, missed an opening attempt. So we are into our second attempts on platform 3. Platform 4, we're a little over halfway through first attempts. We've got Christine, Masters 2 lifter. And that was quick. Christine looks like she's squatting high bar. So something that you might notice, one of those technical things I was mentioning before about different ways that different lifters lift is there are different bar positions that lifters will take. So we have what we call high bar and low bar. Jennifer here on platform 3 is a really good example of a low bar squatter. And on platform 4, Christine was a good example of a high bar squatter. So typically with low bar, you're going to see, it's, kind of self-explanatory, but you're going to see the bar a little bit lower on the back. And then with high bar, you're going to see the bar higher on the back, more across the shoulders. Lily is taking a 7.5 kilo jump from her first to second attempt. She's a 60 kilo junior. And then Jennifer's opener, 100 kilos. Wow, she really took it down. See, 220 and 2-1. On platform 3, Alana has 130 kilos or 286 pounds loaded for her second attempt. She is in the 60 kilo open. I noticed she looked like she had a smile on her face when she was handing something over. My guess would be headphones. A lot of lifters you'll see just kind of getting focused, getting ready with their music back in that staging area. But looked like she had a smile on her face, and we love to see that. going into a lift. Three white lights for Alana. We've got Katie on platform 4, taking her first attempt at 127.5 kilos or 281 pounds. And something interesting you'll notice about Katie's setup is that her hands are pretty wide on the bar. Again, that's just one of those things that it really depends on the lifter and their comfort level. And that was 2 white lights for Katie, 1 red card for depth. Zoe looked like that second attempt was nothing. I'm interested to see what she goes to for her third. Got Mackenzie taking her second attempt and Robin taking her opener on platform 4. Robin is a pretty seasoned competitor. I've seen her at a lot of meets. She's in the Masters 1 division, 40 to 49, 60 kilo class. Rocking I love the black and gray combo of the singlet and the knee sleeves from one of our sponsors, A7. She looks so focused. Let's see how the judges say. 3 white lights. That is no surprise. That was a good squat. We've got 2 more openers on platform 4. And we're about halfway through second attempts on platform 3. Jodelle coming out. She looks happy to be here. Oh yeah, way to push through that. Looked a little tough for a second attempt, if you ask me, but I also have noticed that with some lifters, myself included, sometimes something can look tough, but definitely have more in you. So I'm interested to see where she goes for her third attempt. So Danielle on platform 3 had a no lift on her first squat attempt. She is repeating her second attempt. And I think maybe I was talking about this when my stream went out before. You'll see lifters take one of 2 approaches when they have a no lift. That looked like a good lift to me. Let's see what the judges say. 2 to 1 on depth. Now obviously the judges, they have a different vantage point than me, so I can only really say what I think I see on the live stream. Let's see, Jennifer, 147. Good. So yeah, when a lifter has a no lift, they have the option to repeat that weight, or they can go up by any amount. So sometimes you'll have a lifter, I've had this happen before, where your first lift, you just it's fast and sometimes too fast. You lose balance a little bit or just have like a small technical infraction. And if you feel like you can really go up and, without any issues on the second one, sometimes you'll see lifters who do put in a higher second attempt. And then other times you'll see lifters who repeat that weight that they had a no lift on in the first place. You'll often see this when a lifter misses the lift, is unable to complete the lift. Oh man, and as I was talking about that, Leah, she had a no lift on her first squat attempt and was able to come back for it on the second, and that was a repeat of the same weight. Joy just hit 160 kilos with 3 white lights, 160 kilos. That's an impressive second squat. We've got Tiffany coming up on platform 3. We're finishing up the second attempts on platform 3, so getting ready to go into those thirds. And then, oh, we just started second attempts on platform 4. Karen, 72.5 or 159 pounds. And it's a good lift, 2 to 1. Yeah, I remember Tiffany's first squat. I mean, it was fast. So I was looking forward to seeing what she'd put in for her second. I think this was a good move. Oh man, that was fast too. Let's see what the judges say. I was wondering about depth on that one, and it did kind of look like she was just a little higher on the one side. So the other side judge, you know, must have been good depth on that side. Good to see that she got 2 to 1 on that one. Got Janice. Yeah, Linda. Actually, same jump from first to second. 7.5 kilos. And her first moved really fast too. So let's see how this goes. 358 pounds on the bar for a 60 kilo lifter. Looked like a good lift to me. 3 white lights. Man, and that one moved not much slower than the first one. So I'm excited to see what she puts in for her third attempt. Got some big squats happening on platform 3. Over on platform 4, we are just moving into our second attempts. We've got Lisa, Masters 3 class. It was a no lift on her first attempt. Unfortunately, a no lift on the second as well. She did opt to take a small jump. We'll see if on her third attempt she goes up any more or if she tries to take that 90 kilos again. The strength is absolutely there. She's just got to take it a little bit deeper. Terry on platform 3, or platform 3, she had missed that first attempt, got the second. Let's see what the judges think about the third. Unfortunately, no lift for depth. Man, Terry has the strength. She's got to take it just a little bit lower. Those squats moved so fast. All right, platform 3, third attempt squat for Jennifer. 127.5 kilos. Pretty small jump, but sometimes that's the best move. She's just, 127.5 is just shy of her meet PR. So, you know, at a national level meet, when you're having to deal with all those factors I mentioned, that's still a great way to end the squat event. So let's see. We've got Elizabeth here on platform 4. She had an easy first squat. Let's see her get this second. Oh, that was a good second attempt. So Jennifer goes. We're gonna have to see what judges think about depth on Jennifer's. All right, 2 to 1. 2 to 1. She did get a red card in the middle there, but she got that third squat. As I mentioned, that's just shy of her PR. So really a good way to end the squat. We've got Lily. She's taking 132.5 kilos for her third attempt. And this is also just shy of her meet PR. And then we've got Judy taking her second attempt. I remember she was so determined on that first one. And it looked great. So let's see how the second goes. Little bit of a hiccup there in the bottom. see if the judges, up 3 white lights. There we go. Honestly, I just looking at it, that didn't look to me like an issue of strength. It looked more like just a very minor technical error, but she got the lift. So we're going to see what she does for her third. Tanya on platform 4 is coming out to give another try to her opening weight of 105 kilos, 231 pounds. Alana's taking 140 kilos on platform 3 for her third attempt. Man, that was smooth. See what the judges say. 2-1, all right, and that matches her meet PR. Let's see how Tanya does on this one. 3 white lights. I absolutely love to see that. When a lifter is able to come back after a mislift and just, just get it on the next one. All right, we're cheering for Danielle. She's unfortunately missed the first 2 squats. They've been a no lift. She is taking what is, in my opinion, the smart move to repeat the weight. We want to see her get this, because in order for her to register a total, she is going to need 1 squat on the board. Let's go, Danielle. You got this. Oh, and it moved really well. Let's see what the judges say. Oh, yes, 3 white lights. Oh, that's great. That is so great. And you can see the celebration in the background. Man, the relief that she has to be feeling getting that. Because, again, in order to register a total, you have to have at least 1 of each discipline: squat, bench press, and deadlift. If you have a no lift on all 3, unfortunately, you register a 0 total. So, and I mean a no lift on all 3 attempts of 1. So, all right, Zoe is taking 150 kilos for her third attempt on platform 3. That looked really good. I would even argue 3 white lights too. Nice. I would even argue that looked, to me, like she had more in the tank. All right, we are pretty close to done with our second attempts on platform 4. We've got 5 more lifters. Our last 5 starting off with Jennifer. She had a great first squat attempt at 100 kilos. 100 kilos is a nice milestone number. She went up 7.5 kilos for her second. Jodelle, just not there today. You know what? That'll be there the next time for Jodelle. And actually, let's see. You know what? I think Jodelle, yeah, she PR'd on her second attempt, so. All right, tough second squat for Jennifer on platform 4, but 2-1, it was a good lift. So this is where, you know, it gets interesting to see strategy, because sometimes a lift can look tough, but, you know, you've made just like a little technical error or something like that that made it a little tougher. So my prediction is that she might go up, you know, 2.5 kilos. Maybe 5, but you never know. Oh, yep. Let's see. We've got Mackenzie. Unfortunately, that was a no lift on platform 3 for Mackenzie. We've got Leah coming out. Leah's another one who had a no lift on the first attempt, rules infraction, came back, crushed it on the second attempt. Now is taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 160 kilos on the third. We're cheering her on. She's got great intensity. This will match her meet PR. Let's go, Leah. We're gonna have to see what the judges say here. Unfortunately, 2-1. That was a no lift on depth. That's right. Still, she has a squat on the board. She's got 2 more disciplines to go. We've got Echo on platform 4, taking 137.5 kilos for her second attempt. Very smooth, controlled walkout. Sometimes that can make all the difference. And wow, she really attacked that squat on the descent. And 3 white lights. Just not there today for Joy. But she does have her second attempt recorded as her best squat attempt for today. And that matched her meet PR. All right, we've got Tiffany on platform 3, taking her third attempt. Ooh, that was a grind, but she got it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights for Tiffany. That is exciting. And that was a meet PR for her, so double exciting. We have got our final second attempt on platform 4 happening right now. Jennifer with 155 kilos or 341 pounds loaded on the bar. She is getting ready. This is one of those pre-lift rituals that I was talking about, and every lifter has their own. We've got Linda finishing us off on platform 3, our final squat of the session, on platform 3 at least. Oh, took it, in my opinion, definitely to depth. Oh, no, just not there today. You know what? That was a big move. She took a 10-kilo jump. She went for it. But honestly, the way that things were moving for her, it's not surprising. So we are all done on platform 3 with the squats. Our spotters and loaders are going to be getting that platform ready for the bench press. And we will be back on platform 3 for the bench press in 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to finish out our squats on platform 4. So now you see we just have platform 4. And they are beginning third squat attempts right now. We've got Anne coming up to the platform, 67.5 kilos or 148 pounds. This is her third attempt. This is a repeat of her second attempt weight. We think she can get it. Let's go, Anne. She's in that Masters 4 class, 70 to 79. Yeah, come on, Anne. Oh, grind it out. She is so close. Let's see what the judges say. Oh, that was a good lift. 3 white lights. That's incredible. All right, next we have Karen. Smile on her face as she's coming on the platform. She is ready for this third squat attempt. Positive attitude going in. She's gotten 2 of the 3 so far. She's gotten that call. Oh, come on, Karen. Oh, I really thought she was gonna grind through that. Just got a little stuck there. Unfortunately not there today, but great catch by our spotters and loaders. Now Janice, she's loading 86 kilos on the bar.
which means that she is attempting a record. So we have a record being attempted here. Waiting for that squat command. Come on, Janice. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Let's see. 3 white lights. That means that she has secured all 3 of her squats on the board, and she has also secured her record. And that was a PR. Love to see that. All right, we are cheering for Lisa right now. She has unfortunately had a no lift on her first 2 squats. As I mentioned before, we really want her to get that 3rd squat so that she can have a squat on the board and register a total for the meet. She looks focused. There we go. The strength is there. Let's see what the judges think. Oh, 3 white lights. High five to the coach. Again, that is a relief, truly. I've been there. So we've got Elizabeth taking her 3rd squat attempt on platform 4. Elizabeth has gotten her first 2 attempts successfully. She is now taking her 3rd attempt at 100 kilos, 220 pounds. She is ready to go. Come on. Little sticky there, but not uncommon for a 3rd attempt. And the lift is good. 3 white lights. And I believe that was a meet PR match for Elizabeth. So great 3rd attempt and a great choice on the part of her or her coach. All right, we have Yvette. 3rd attempt. She looks so focused. Here we go. Ooh, again, a little tough, but you know what? 3rd attempts, you're gonna see that. And 3 white lights. The lift is good. Way to go, Yvette. That was a PR for Yvette. I'm loving how many lifters I'm seeing today who are just coming out to the platform with a smile on their face. Just loving being here, because Raw Nationals is really just, it is an experience. All right, Meredith walking that squat out. She's taking 105 kilos for a 2nd try. And come on. Oh, she's gonna grind through it. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I really thought she was gonna grind through that. It kept going. But sometimes you just hit, you know, what we call a sticking point, and sometimes you can push through that, and sometimes you just can't. And it just wasn't here today. But she still had a squat on the board. She got her opening squat, so she will still register a total today. We've got Judy coming out for her 3rd attempt, taking another 5-kilo jump. The first 2 have looked great. You know, judging by her 2nd attempt, I definitely think 5 more kilos is there. But we'll have to see how it goes. She's gotten the command. Oh, that was tough, but she got it. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Great job, Judy. got a few more third attempt squats left. Christine taking a 2.5 kilo jump from second to third, going up to 110 kilos. She has so far successfully completed both squat attempts. Let's see if she can do the same on the third. It really is so much about mindset on these attempts. Oh, that looked like great depth to me. And that, man, that was easy. I mean, I'm sure from her perspective it's not, but it looked easy. It looked easy. She definitely looked like she had some more in the tank. But one thing that, you know, lifters and coaches try to keep in mind is the fact that, you know, the squat is only the first event. We still have the bench press and the deadlift, and so you have to save some energy for those. So sometimes you got to plan your attempts with that in mind as well. Jennifer has also completed first 2 attempts successfully. I think second one was a little bit tough. I predicted she would take a 2.5 kilo jump, and I was right. 2.5 kilos could still be there, so let's see how she does on this one. Oh, unfortunately not there today. But a good catch by our spotters and loaders. Our spotters and loaders, they have a incredibly hard and incredibly important job. Not only making sure the weight on the bar is right, but keeping our lifters safe. So a huge thank you to our spotters and loaders. We have Tanya, third squat. Tanya had a no lift on her opener, came back for it on the second attempt, and is now attempting 7.5 kilos more on the third. That second looked pretty easy though, so, oh, it's tough, but let's see what the judges say. And 2-1, that's a good lift. I'm telling you, it really takes a lot of determination to come back from a missed first attempt. At least in my opinion, that can be really, really difficult. So we've got Katie on platform 4 right now, retaking 137.5 kilos, which was a no lift on her second attempt. Let's see how it goes. She got it. Looked a little tough, but let's see what the judges say. Oh. Suspense. Unfortunately, that was a no lift for Katie on platform 4. All right, Robin, she's getting the crowd hyped up. Looks like we are pretty close to starting the bench press on platform 3. And we've got 3 lifters left to take their third attempts on platform 4. Robin has successfully made her first 2 attempts. Let's see how third attempt goes. Oh, come on. Yeah, she moved through that sticking point so fast. And the lift is good. All right, we've got 2 more third attempt squats left on platform 4. And now we have Christy coming out for her first attempt bench press. Echo, getting under 142 kilos. Calm, focused, and determined. Oh, that looked good. Tough, but, and 3 white lights. That was a really good weight selection in my opinion, because it was tough, but didn't look like it took so much out of her. All right, we have Jennifer. Jennifer is taking our final 3rd attempt squat on platform 4. She is a Masters 1 lifter, taking 160.5 kilos, which means that she is chipping her record. 160.5 kilos, she is ready. Just again, this is an impressive squat. 353 pounds for a lifter of no more than 132 pounds body weight. Oh, that looked good. Come on. Can she push through it? Wow. Oh, let's see what the judges say. Oh, 2-1, no lift. Hey, that is all right. That was still a great attempt. You know, it looks like she matched her meet PR on her 2nd attempt, so not bad. All right, so on platform 4, we are now going to begin the 10-minute break between squat and bench press. So now what you're seeing on your screen is just platform 3. And platform 3, we are already a couple of lifters into our 1st attempt bench press. So for the bench press, as I mentioned way earlier, each lift has its own distinct commands from the referee. So bench press also, you know, and I'll talk about this throughout the flights, but you'll see there are a lot of different technical things that lifters do on the bench press. So first thing, some lifters take a handoff, meaning they have one of the spotters lift the weight off to them to get into position, and some don't. So Janina was a good example of someone who does a self lift off. You'll hear people say lift off and hand off. So Janina said she did a self lift off. Other lifters you'll see take a lift off from the spotter and loader. But what the referees in the chairs are looking for is that the lifter has the weight, obviously off the rack, but also their elbows are locked out, their feet are flat on the floor, and their shoulders and their bottom are flat on the bench. That was a good opener from Marielle. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Yeah, that looked really smooth. So once the judges believe that the lifter is ready, they will receive the start command in the bench press. There are 3 commands in the bench press. There are 2 in the squat, 3 in the bench press. They will receive the start command, at which time you will see that they'll start the descent or bring the weight down. Then the bar has to be unmoving on the chest for the lifter to receive the second command, which is the press command. And that's when they will press the weight up to the top. Then once the lifter is locked out, their elbows locked out, they will receive the rack command. So, that's a lot to remember and a lot to listen for. And occasionally you will see lifters who, jump one or more of these commands. Unfortunately, that is a rules infraction and becomes a no lift. But, sometimes you do see that especially, you know, when you think about the national level, the nerves that come into play. But so far on platform 3, every lifter has had a good lift on their first bench press attempt. Taylor is opening with 70 kilos or 154 pounds. Looked pretty good to me. Let's see. Yep, 3 white lights.
That looked like a good lift for Heather Foss. We have Ariana coming up next for 75 kilos on the bench press here today. She's decided to opt out of a handoff, which is perfectly a-okay. Watch her get it set up, digging those shoulders into the bench press. And as you can tell, she put her butt onto the bench after she set up, which is a personal preference, just get through. It looked like she missed a command for the press command, I believe. She was just a little bit off on that timing, so she got 3 yellow cards for that one. Don't worry, that was just opening attempt, so she can come back and get that later. Kingston Cooper coming up, 80 kilos on that bar. Also opting up for a handoff. These ladies coming up to the platform and be like, no, I got this, I got this. Good control down. A little bit of wiggle room looking on the right hand side. Not wiggle room, but like a little bit of struggle there. Looked like just a delay of coming up. But she did get that. 2 white lights to 1 red. Alexa joining the crowd of no handoff needed. Just giving our spotter and loader a little bit of break today. Also taking 80 kilos on the bar. She's part of the Raw Junior 52 weight class. I believe she's our last opener before we go back up to the top of the flight. Looked like a good lift. Beautifully done. Unloading the bar, reloading it up for Christy for our second attempts to start. She went up 10 kilos from her first attempt to her second attempt, taking 50 kilos now. I love it when they slide into their lockout. It just really shows like how much they take their time and know when they have to hit that spot. She's got her butt on the bench. Nice control down. Quick pause, getting that command very quick and easy and pressing up with speed. She did get a red card from the head ref, but I'm unsure because there's no card color showing up on the bottom. Oh, it looked like a blue. So either lockout or an up and down, I believe. We have Beverly coming up, taking 62.5 kilos on the bar. A little shaky. Come on, get it up. Come on. Just a little bit too heavy there, but no worries. She got her opening attempt, and she has her third attempt to come back and try to shake that off, come back and get that. It can be very discouraging when you miss your second attempt and it just doesn't move quite how you like it, but that's okay. That's why we get 3 attempts here. Angelia, 65 kilos on the bar. She is in 2 different categories, so you can sign up for 2 in order to win each one. So she's in the Raw Open 52 and also the Raw Junior 52. Coach looks happy about that one. I believe that's a good lift. Jahina coming up next, 62.5 kilos on there. She's also part of the Junior 52. So we got a little head-to-head battle going on there. Oh wow, that flexibility. My back could never. Couldn't get it quite to settle down on that chest right in order to get that press command. As you can see, it was a little bit of wobble there, and we're looking for a complete stop of motion in order to get that press command. It's all right. She just has to control it down to her chest a little bit better, and then I'm sure she'll get that nice and easy peasy there.
Okay, thank you. All right, we've got 70 kilos loaded for Marielle. Looks like, unfortunately that wasn't there today. But we'll see if she comes back for it on her third attempt. Sometimes, you know, like I mentioned in the squats, occasionally you'll make just a technical error, or looked like things just weren't feeling right off the chest for her, so. We are about halfway through our second attempts on platform 3. Melissa coming out to 70 kilos on the bar. Got the press command quickly. And 3 white lights for her. As I mentioned before, you'll see lifters, you know, have some different techniques. Looks like Ariana let the spotter know that she is going to do a self lift off for this. It looks like she had a no lift on her first attempt of 75 kilos, so she is taking that weight again. 165 pounds. She got ready quickly, got that start command. Oh, a little bit tough, but it also looked like she opened her hands on the way up. She's definitely got the strength for that lift. It's a little bit sticky off the chest, but we're going to see if she comes back for it on her third attempt. Judy is in our teen 3 class, meaning she's 18 to 19 years old, taking 75. She got quick start command. That looked like a good lift. Yeah, 3 white lights. And that was a PR match for Judy. So third attempt, we might see Judy PR on her bench today. And I hope we do. All right, looks like platform 4 is back. We're going to be starting the bench press on platform 4 now with Maisie in our teen 3 52 kilo weight class, opening with 445 kilos. Taylor just made 75 kilos look easy. She did get 1 red light on the side. Heather's coming out to take 77.5 kilos. That is 170 pounds. One technical thing that you'll notice is lifters have different grip widths, meaning their hands can be different distances apart. It looks like that one was a little... We go, 3 white lights for Heather. So as I was saying, the grip widths can vary. So you saw Heather, to me here it looked like she had about, maximum grip width, if not close to that. And by that I mean, so the maximum grip width that you will see is the lifter's pointer finger aligned with those 2 lines that you can see. You can actually kind of see Kingston is like lining, while she was lining her hands up with those. Yep, right now she is. So you can see she's lining those pointer fingers up with the lines that are on the bar. And that is the widest grip that you can take. But sometimes you'll see lifters with a closer grip. It, again, just kind of depends on the lifter's comfort level. Looks like that was a good lift, 2 to 1. Yeah, it'll depend on the lifter's comfort level, and also just sometimes depends on their specific strengths. So Alexa is coming out for her second attempt at 85 kilos. We've got Laura, who just, man, that first attempt at 55 flew. 3 white lights. That was a great first attempt. Something that you'll see often with first attempts is, unfortunately, it looks like second attempt wasn't quite there for Alexa. We'll see her come back for it on the third. But yeah, you'll see opening attempts often, you want it to be pretty easy, just like Ashley just showed us. I mean, that was a quick first attempt. Just to get that confident first number on the board. And I know I keep saying this, but especially at an event like this, Raw Nationals, even if it's not your first Raw Nationals, the atmosphere is just a little, it's just different. There's a lot going on, and it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. You may have had to travel far. You may be dealing with time zone changes. You may have had to cut weight. There's just a lot that goes into the mental side of things, as well as the physical side of things. Again, Kelsey just that first attempt just flew. It was a 2-to-1, but it's still a good lift, 2-to-1. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into that you have to consider, you know, and also just remembering you do get 3 attempts, but at each lift, but you want to really try and maximize the number of those attempts that you get so that you can build the best possible total. Beverly's taking her 3rd attempt. It was a no lift on the 2nd. She's fighting through it. Unfortunately not there today, but she did get her 1st attempt. So yes, we are already into 3rd attempts on the bench press on platform 3. And finishing up 1st attempts on platform 4. So Angelina ended up opting to not take her 3rd squat attempt. You will see that sometimes. You know, we noticed that the first 2 attempts were pretty tough. So she may have just been, you know, wanting to save some energy. But bench press has been going fantastic for her. So let's see how this 3rd attempt. Oh, yeah. That looked good. 3 white lights. Way to go, Angelina. So something you may have noticed with Angelina's lift is that she did lock one arm out a little bit before the other, and that's okay. As long as neither side goes down during the course of the lift, meaning as they're pressing back up. But, you know, as long as both sides continue to go, they can go at different rates. You will see that a lot. Janina had a no lift on her 2nd attempt. Let's see if she can come back for it on her 3rd. Oh, Autumn, quick 1st attempt. Very nice. Come on. Not today. But that's all right. We still have the deadlift, and she did get her 1st attempt and all 3 squats. So. And it looks like Janina's 1st attempt was a meet PR match, so it's pretty impressive. Marielle had a no lift on the 2nd attempt at 154 pounds or 70 kilos. She's taking it again for her 3rd. Very smooth on the way down. Oh, she's grinding it out. Let's see what the judges say. And that was a good lift. Again, we love to see that for a lifter to be able to come back. It takes a lot mentally, you know, regardless of if it's the 1st or 2nd attempt that was missed. Melissa taking 72.5 kilos, 159 pounds for her 3rd attempt. And Brooklyn is opening up at 75 kilos on platform 4. Melissa has had a good bench day so far. Let's see if she can make it even better. Not today. Still a great day though for her. She ended up with a 70 kilo bench press as her best bench today. All right. All right, Ariana looks ready. She has unfortunately had a no lift on the first 2 attempts. The strength is there. She has looked strong coming out. We've just seen a few rules infractions. Let's see if this can be the one. Come on. Oh, and she pushed through it. Let's see. Oh, that's a good lift. 2-to-1. Oh. Like I was saying with the squat event, that is a relief if you can come back. And I just said a couple lifters ago that it takes a lot to be able to come back from one missed lift, but imagine coming back from two. So missing the opener in the second attempt and being able to just have the determination to come out on that third attempt and make it again, that was pretty amazing. Got Judy taking her third attempt. Looking tough, but I think she could, yep, she got it. Let's see how the judges. 3 white lights. And that looked like that was a PR for Judy. So it looks like, you know, it looks like Judy's having a PR day so far, because her second attempt squat, you know, she had a no lift on the third, but her second attempt squat was a PR. Third attempt bench was a PR. She's having a good day so far. Heather has gotten her first 2 attempts so far. We've got Marilyn coming out. We're already on second attempts on platform 4. Oh, unfortunately, looks like 80 kilos just wasn't there yet today, but it'll be there. Second attempts are already happening on platform 4. Now, if you look at Marilyn, she's got a much closer grip than, you know, what I pointed out with some of the other lifters. So, as I mentioned, some lifters have more of a wider grip, either, you know, fingers close to or on those rings. Some lifters you'll see have a pretty close, that was a pretty close grip. Taylor is fighting through 80 kilos, 176 pounds. Let's see, 2 white lights. It's good. Oh, and that was a big PR for Taylor. A big PR. She opened on her meet PR, it looked like. $10 kilos, that is a huge PR. Got Alexa and then Kingston are our final third benches in Flight A. Laura, unfortunately a no lift for, sorry, not Laura, but Maisie. Laura is our next lifter coming out on platform 4. Alexa fought through that. Let's see if it was a good attempt on the, and she got it. 3 white lights, came back from that second to take 85 again. Yeah, like I said, you know, the third attempt did look tough. But I think on that second attempt, there must have just been like some kind of technical mishap on the descent. And, you know, the bench press it can be a highly, highly technical lift. So sometimes if something is just a little off, that can kind of mess with the whole lift. So it's good to see her come back for that on the third. We've got Kingston is our final third attempt in Flight A on platform 3, taking 87.5. So far, she's gotten 2 of the 3. Oh, it looks like, you know, like I mentioned before with the squat, sometimes you can fight through that sticking point and sometimes it's just not there that day. But, you know, Kingston, she's having a great day so far. And it looks like her second attempt was a PR on bench press, so. We've got Jamie on platform 4, taking her second attempt at 57.5 kilos. Ooh, that was quick. That was a great second attempt. 3 white lights for Jamie. I wonder what she's going to do on her third, because that second, I don't know, to me that looked like a first attempt. Kelsey at the same weight quickly came out for her second attempt. 52 kilo junior. So this is well over her body weight. She's already bench pressed over her body weight today. And again, that was a second attempt that looked like it could have been the opener. And we're talking about, you know, at least 5 kilos over her body weight. So I'm pretty excited to see what those two lifters put in for their third attempts. Ashley on platform 4. Platform 3, we are on to flight B. Terry just, I mean, that was a perfect first attempt. 80 years young. So Terry is our Masters 5 lifter. As I mentioned, like way at the beginning of the live stream, we have lifters who are as young as 14 or 15 years old and as old as 80 years old. It's one of the most amazing things about this sport is that it is just inclusive of all ages. And so it's pretty special to see, especially an event like this, Raw Nationals, you have lifters who just span the ages. And man, Terry made that opening bench press look easy. Got Mackenzie with her opener on platform 3. Another easy opener. Second attempt for Trin on platform 4, 65 kilos. That was smooth, and 3 white lights from the judges. A lot of these second attempts on platform 4 are looking really, really quick, really smooth. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these lifters attempt on their third attempts. Nice quick opener for Jodelle. Platform 3. Lily is going to be attempting 175 or 170 pounds or 77.5 kilos for her opening bench press. You can see she is getting ready. And just like the squat, you see lifters who have their own unique pre-lift rituals. So sometimes, oh, that was a good opener from Lily. And it was 3 white lights. Yeah, so you see lifters who come out. Some lifters, it's a very calm, focused demeanor coming out. Some lifters, they just bring that intensity. And then, everything in between. So it looks like Joy is going to be taking a lift off from our spotting and loading team. So you can see how that works here in just a moment. On platform 3, we just had Linda, 3 white lights on her opening bench press. So far, all of these opening bench presses have been good lifts. Moving on to Jennifer, 80 kilos or 176 pounds. Man, that is a strong opening bench press. Well over her body weight. She's in the 60 kilo class. We've also got Brooklyn, second attempt at 80 kilos. Taking a little bit of that narrower grip. This is actually a perfect split screen to show the difference, you know, in what I was talking about earlier with those grip widths. Right. 2-1 for Jennifer. And a good lift for Brooklyn. We're on our final 2 second attempt bench presses on platform 4. So we will soon be moving into third attempts. Platform 3, we're about 5 lifters away from second attempts. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we are here in Atlanta, Georgia, specifically in College Park. This event is running from today through Sunday, the 29th, and each day there will be 3 sessions. So we have session 1, which is running right now, session 2, and then in the evening we have the primetime session. So this is a really, really exciting 4-day event, Thursday through Sunday here in Georgia. Last year we had Raw Nationals was in Salt Lake City, Utah. Platform 3, we've got Zoe opening up with 82.5 kilos, 181 pounds. And wow, Emily just hit 209 pounds on platform 4. That's incredible. We're starting with our third attempts on platform 4. Marilyn is in the Teen 2 division. That means 16 to 17 years old in the 52 kilo weight class. And something that, you know, a lot of people at home may not realize is that our lifters have to qualify to be at this event. So, you know, Raw Nationals, you can't just sign up and it can't be your first meet. There are qualifying totals for each weight class and age division. And by that I mean your total, which is the squat, bench press, and deadlift. So the total is taken from the best squat attempt, the best bench press attempt, and the best deadlift attempt. And so your total has to meet or exceed the qualifying total for your weight class and age division in order to even be at this event. So these lifters that you're seeing over the next 4 days, they have already done something incredible, which is to qualify for this event. You know, and so, and that is tough. So we've got Maisie on platform 4. She has 47.5 kilos loaded, which was a no lift on the second attempt. It was a 2.5 kilo jump, and it looks like she's only got about, 10 seconds left on the clock. So what may be happening, we'll have to see if the clock runs out. She may not be taking this final attempt. So yeah, that was time. So Maisie is not taking that third attempt bench press. I'm not sure exactly why, but sometimes that is the choice that is made. And a lot of the time that is a strategic choice. So we will look forward to seeing Maisie come back during the deadlift event. Platform 3, finishing up first attempts, is Alana. 92.5 kilos on the bar for Alana. Over 200 pounds for a lifter who weighs no more than 132 pounds. That is just incredible strength. And look at how quick that moved. Beautiful technique. Nice and smooth. So Terry is coming back out on platform 3. She is our lifter who is in the Masters 5 age division, 80 years old, here competing. Her first attempt was so fast. Looks like she went up 2.5 kilos, that's, you know, the smallest jump that you can take between lifts. But man, if her first attempt was any indication, 32.5 kilos is gonna move quick too. Excited to see it. We are still rolling with third attempts on the bench press. We have Ashley, got a no lift on her second. Let's see her come back for it here. Come on, Ashley. Not today. Let's see. And 3 white lights again for Terry. She is having a great bench press day. Kelsey is taking her third attempt. This will match her PR. Oh, man. Kelsey is pumped, and I would be too if my third bench moved like that. That was an incredible lift. I mean, she, in my opinion, had more there today, but again, all of these choices that are made at a meet are very strategic, especially at a meet like Raw Nationals. Very, very strategic choices because there is just a lot at play. So Jamie's taking her third attempt at 62.5 kilos, 137 pounds. So for, you know, if you're lifting with pound plates, that's a plate on each side. That's an impressive bench press. Got Jodelle taking 75 on platform 3. That's all right. It looks like it wasn't there for Jamie today. Oh, let's see. That looked a little bit tough for a second attempt, if I'm being honest, but she got it. 3 white lights. So we'll see. You know, often situations like that where it looks a little tough, you'll see somebody take, you know, a 2.5 kilo jump on the bench press. But we'll see. Again, you know, I've mentioned before in the session that sometimes there's just a little technical error that makes things a little more difficult. That could have been what happened with Jodelle just now, but you know, we'll see what she attempts on her third. Chantel is taking 70 kilos for her third attempt. 154 pounds on the bar, loaded. She's getting her hands set just right. You can see she's got a wider grip. No lift. It looks like Chantel, she matched her meet PR in her second attempt, so not a bad way to end the bench press event here today. Lily taking 82.5 kilos on platform 3. Trin trying 70 kilos on platform 4 for her third attempt. Another wider grip on both platforms. And honestly, that looked, 2 to 1, 2 to 1. That's a good lift. I was going to say that looked, I wouldn't say easy, but it looked pretty smooth. And that was a huge PR for Trin too. Her best bench press before in a meet at least was 62.5, and that's a 7.5 kilo PR. So she had already PR'd on her second attempt. Autumn is taking 72.5.
Oh, yep, it was tough, but she was able to get it. Let's see, and it was 3 white lights. Great job on him. That looked like an appropriate third attempt weight to me.
Jennifer, an easy 82.5 kilo second attempt on the bench press.
Alexis is trying 72.5 again. She's coming back for it. We're going to see if she can get it on this third. She is taking a lift off from a spotter. Getting settled. And it moved. Let's see what the judges say. And it's 2-1. Good lift. And for Alexis, that was a PR match. Linda just took 85 kilos. Brooklyn has already PR'd on her second attempt bench. So she is looking to add to that on third. And things have been moving pretty well for Brooklyn today. So let's see. And Brooklyn's got like a pretty narrow bench grip too, if you look comparatively. But again, it just depends on the lifter. There are so many technical aspects, especially of the bench press, that can just vary from lifter to lifter. And it looked to me, at least from the stream, that, you know, prior to not making the lift, it looked like she may have jumped that press command a little bit. But unfortunately, that weight was not quite there today. But as I mentioned, she had a PR on her second attempt. So not a bad thing to walk away with on the bench press. And having taken a 2.5 kilo jump, that second one may have been a little bit on the tougher side, and the third was just to, you know, to give it a try. So Zoe is attempting 87.5 kilos. She had a no lift on her first bench. Second one looked like it moved well. Let's see, 3 white lights. I've said it a few times, but I love to see somebody come back like that. That's always exciting, especially, you know, being able to put more weight on the bar than on that first missed attempt. Leah, she's got over 200 pounds loaded on the bar for her second attempt. And over on platform 4, we have 214 pounds loaded for Emily, a 56 kilo junior. Oh, Leah's pushing through it. Let's see what the judges say. I couldn't tell if there was any downward motion there. Oh, unfortunately, as a no lift. But man, what a great attempt. And then for Emily's second is 2-1. 2-1. Leah definitely has a strength for that. We'll see if she tries to come back for it on the third attempt. Over on platform 4, we just finished off third attempt bench presses. Shannon
Oh no, we had Emily with 97.5 kilos finished us off, and now Anne is starting us off for flight B. Anne's first bench was smooth, and that's how you want it to look. On platform 3, we've still got flight B. Finishing up second attempts. We're on our final second attempt of flight B, platform A, or platform 3. And then platform 4, we've just started flight B. Alana taking 214 pounds, over 200 pounds for a second attempt. And let's see, stopped for a second. Let's see if the judges saw any downward motion. Nope, 3 white lights. I was gonna say, I didn't see anything, but a little sticky there. But she could have another 2.5 kilos. Terry has had a fantastic bench day so far. Her opener and her second attempt moved so quickly. So now she's gonna try 35 kilos for her third attempt, 77 pounds. Again, she is in our Masters 5 class. Janice taking her opener. That was quick. Let's see what the judges say, 3 white lights. Not there today for Terry. Her second moved so fast. So there may have just been a technical issue, but we'll see Terry come back for the deadlift. Jodelle is taking her third attempt. She has loaded 2.5 kilos more on the bar, which I think I predicted. I think her second attempt was maybe a little bit on the tougher side, but again, that doesn't mean that 2.5 more kilos isn't there. And I may have already said this, but Jodelle has already PR'd on her second attempt by 5 kilos. So this would just bump that personal record up 2.5 more kilos. So you notice lifters talk a little bit with the spotter. A lot of the time they're giving them instruction on how they would like the bar lifted off to them if they take a lift off. Let's see. We've got Gino watching closely. Not today, but that's all right. Again, like I mentioned, she hit a pretty big PR on the second attempt, so got to be happy about that. Mackenzie, her third squat attempt is 77.5 kilos or 170 pounds. Mackenzie's been having a great day so far. Not quite there today for Mackenzie. But it looks like she was able to match her meet PR. Joy had a no lift on her second attempt, but she is attempting the same weight again. Jennifer pushing through that first attempt bench press. Unfortunately, that was a no lift, but she's got 2 more tries. So we'll hopefully see her come back for it on her second attempt. $82.5, not quite there today for Joy. But she opened at her current meet PR. So she's still having a pretty good bench day for that. Lily is looking to add even more to a personal record bench today with 85 kilos or 187 pounds. And we're about halfway through first attempts on platform 4. Yeah, I saw some downward movement there on the bench press before Lily told the spotters and loaders to take it. I mentioned Gino before, but on platform 3 right now, you can see Gino, who is our announcer, one of our announcers, and our powerlifting pirate. He is at all of these Raw Nationals events, among others, and just brings so much energy and hype to these events. It's amazing. So if you ever see him, tell him hi, because he's also very friendly. We've got Jennifer, third attempt at 85 kilos. Not far from her best in a meet. Unfortunately, it's just not there today, but she did get her first 2 attempts, so. Judy is getting set up. That's something else that I think is really cool to look for on the bench press event, is just to see the different ways that lifters set up. So like, for example, with Judy, you saw she was kind of like using the rack to set her upper body up. You'll see lifters do that. You'll see lifters who more use the bar to set their upper body. You'll see lifters who put their feet on the bench. You'll see lifters who just put their feet up. Some lifters just come lay down on the bench and put their hands on there. It's just another thing that is so fun and so fascinating about this sport. All right, Linda just got 2-1 with 87.5 kilos on her third attempt bench. Zoe is coming out to take 90 kilos, which is just shy of 200 pounds, 198 pounds here. But yeah, one of the most fun and fascinating things about this sport is just all of the variations that you'll see in the ways that lifters perform the lift. It just really is so individual. And you'll see lifters change things up with their technique too. I know I, for one, have changed quite a bit with my technique, even being about close to 8 years in. I've changed a lot with my technique even recently, so you'll see that happen too. Got Zoe. That was a good third attempt. Let's see. And 3 white lights. Man, that's great. And again, Zoe had a no lift on that first attempt, came back with a 5 kilo increase, got that easily, and then increased even more to get her thirds. Yeah, so impressive. And that was a pretty big personal record for Zoe as well. Meet PR, it was 10 kilos. Leah coming back for 92.5. It might have just taken it out of her on that second attempt. I believe on the second attempt she was able to push through it, but there may have just been some like technical infractions or rules infractions. Sometimes that attempt takes it out of you. Over on platform 4, we've got the last couple lifters of first attempt bench press. And then over on platform 3, we have our final 3 bench presses for this platform for this session. So Tiffany is taking over 200 pounds. Oh, it was tough, but she got it. Let's see. And the lift is good. Tiffany, again, that was 203 pounds, over 200 pounds, and her meet PR was 85 kilos. So congratulations to Tiffany on joining the 200-pound club on the platform. We've got Danielle taking 100 kilos, 220-pound bench press for a 60-kilo lifter. She has had a great bench day so far. Let's see if this can just be icing on the cake for her. We've got Robin over on platform 4 taking 82.5 as an opener. Wow, Danielle, that was a good lift, and that was a fantastic attempt selection on her third, because I mean, it was tough, but she got it. And I'm looking here. Yeah, that was a PR for Danielle, a 5-kilo bench PR. So we've got our final bench attempt on platform 3, 220, just shy of 226 pounds for a 60-kilo lifter. Then over on platform 4, we have Jennifer opening at 181 pounds. These are some incredible bench presses that we're seeing today from lifters of all ages. And that's all right. Alana, that was a good fight. So that concludes the bench press event on platform 3. So there will be a break on platform 3 until we start the deadlift event. So once the spotters and loaders switch the platform out for the deadlift, there will be a 10-minute break in between the two disciplines. And so for now, we're going to turn our attention completely over to platform 4, where Anne just hit a very impressive second bench press attempt at 37.5 kilos. That was a beautiful attempt. I'm excited to see what she goes for on her third. Karen is coming out for her second attempt, 45 kilos. This is just shy of Karen's meet PR. So depending on how this moves, we might see a PR from Karen today, or at least a PR match. Oh man, she's fighting through it. Oh, that was a really good attempt. But she still has a third attempt to try it. While we're finishing up second attempts on platform 4, it looks like Janice is giving some instructions to our spotter. You notice Janice and a lot of the other lifters are wearing singlets or other equipment branded A7. A7 is a presenting sponsor for USAPL Raw Nationals, and they do so much for the sport of powerlifting and for USAPL. So we are so happy to have them here as a presenting sponsor for 2025 USA Powerlifting Raw Nationals. Next up we have Jennifer. So she had a no lift on her first attempt. She's coming back out to try it again. 110 pounds on the bar. Her coach is watching closely. Oh, and she got it easily. That looked good to me. Oh yeah, that was a good lift. That was a good lift. She just needed another shot at it. Yeah, now that we have the screen is opened up a little bit, you get a little bit of a better vantage point of some of that staging area where you can see you've got our technical controller kind of keeping things organized and running the show. Big shout out to our USA Powerlifting referees working so hard these 4 days. And then you can also see lifters' coaches. That looked like a good lift to me for Elizabeth. Let's see what the judges say. Oh yeah, 3 white lights for Elizabeth, 115 pounds. Next up, we've got Lisa. These are our second attempt bench presses. Lisa is a Masters 3 lifter in the 60 kilo weight class. And she is attempting a bench press that is just under her body weight. Just incredible. And look at how it moved. Incredible. Tanya is coming out, getting set up. She gave her instructions to the spotter on how she'd like that handoff. She looks ready to go. And that was good. That was good. A little tough, but I mean, smooth. Very, very consistent press. No like major sticking point. Just a little bit, looked a little bit tough. But I think that she can still, personally think she can still add to that on her third. And honestly, some of these seconds have been so fast. I'm super interested to see what we're going for on thirds here. Got Christine taking a 60 kilo attempt in the 60 kilo class. Oh, a little sticking point there, but let's see if the judges saw any downward motion. Nope, 3 white lights, 3 white lights. I didn't think I saw any either. That's great. Another thing you may notice is just some of the different equipment that lifters use from lift to lift. And by equipment, I mean things like belt, wrist wrap, knee sleeves. You know, a lot of that comes down to lifters' preference. Those things are all approved for use in the USAPL, but belt, wrist wrap, and knee sleeves, they're not required. So occasionally you'll see lifters. That was a good second attempt for Judy. But no, you'll see lifters who use all three, some combination. You know, it just really, really depends. So yeah, during the squat event, probably saw a lot of knee sleeves. Some lifters choose to also wear wrist wraps on the squat event. And belts are often worn on the squat event. You see a lot of wrist wraps being used during the bench press, although some lifters opt not to. And occasionally you will see lifters who wear a belt during the bench press. Then during the deadlift, we'll see belts for sure. And you will also see different socks during the deadlift because those are required. But we'll talk more about that during the deadlift event. Wow, Meredith, that was a smooth second attempt at 65 kilos. Over her body weight on the bench press. And another lifter in the Masters 3 class benching well over her body weight. Taking a 67.5 kilo second attempt. Yvette. She's got a pretty wide foot stance on the bench press. That's another thing, just like I said before, 2-to-1 for that one. But there are a lot of just different technical things that you'll notice. You know, some lifters prefer to have their feet pretty wide on the bench press, some narrower. So far, Katie is having a good day on the bench. 3 white lights for that second attempt at 72.5 kilos. Katie came back from a little bit of a difficult squat session, but is really powering through this bench press session. I'm excited to see where she goes on her third attempt. It looks like over on platform 3, we just have a few minutes until the deadlift event will start. Echo is taking 75 kilos for her second attempt bench press. And man, that looked like it could have been an opener. 3 white lights for Echo. Jennifer's got 85 kilos loaded on the bar on platform 4. We've got about a minute and a half left until the deadlifts start on platform 3. Oh, and unfortunately, that was just a little too much for Jennifer on the second attempt today, but we will see if she chooses to come back for it on her third. Robin's opening bench was very quick and very smooth. So taking a 5 kilo jump on the second is no surprise. And I think she'll have it here. Yeah, just as I predicted. That was a great second attempt from Robin. So just to take a quick moment to shout out another one of our sponsors today, and for the next 4 days of Raw Nationals, Texas Strength Systems. Texas Strength Systems, they make incredible strength training and gym equipment made right here in the USA, and including the combo racks like you see on our platforms today. So thank you to Texas Strength Systems for sponsoring 2025 USA Powerlifting Raw Nationals. And then back to the action, we have our third attempt bench presses starting on platform 4. We have Ann taking 40 kilos. Unfortunately not there today, but Anne was able to secure her first 2 bench press attempts. Again on platform 4.
Excuse me, ma'am. Sit down, you're lifting. Go tell your coach.
He's right out there. He's out there telling me. We've got Karen trying again at 45 kilos, just under 100 pounds, and she's pushing through it. Let's see. Come on, Karen. Come on. Oh, that was a good fight. Karen was able to get her first attempt on the board. So she does have, or did have, 1 successful bench press attempt at 42.5 kilos. And 1 successful attempt is at each discipline is all you need to register a total. Oh, it looks like we have deadlifts starting on platform 3. Janice is on was just on platform 4, taking 52.5 kilos for her 3rd attempt. And Jennifer is taking the same weight for her 3rd attempt, 52.5 kilos. She was able to come back from a missed first attempt to get 50 kilos on her 2nd attempt. And now is attempting 52.5 on her 3rd. And this is just under her meet PR. Oh, very smooth way to push through that. Coach looks pleased. Let's see. Yep, 3 white lights. Good lift from Jennifer. Looks like we have some excitement happening in the back. Elizabeth looked really excited to come out, and now she switched to a little more determined and focused. She's attempting 55 kilos, which is a PR, a meet PR for her. She matched her PR on the 2nd attempt. Her coach is very focused, giving her some cues back there. Come on, Elizabeth. Ah, that's all right. Just not today. She still was able to make a PR match. I mentioned her coach giving her some cues. Sometimes, you know, there's 1 or 2 things that a particular lifter really needs to keep in mind. You know, and a lot of the time that can just depend on, like, what types of reminders they might personally need. When it comes to their lifting. So often a coach will choose, you know, 1 or 2 cues to give to the lifter, either like as they're getting ready to get on the platform or as they're lifting, even like shouting it at them. And it can be really, really helpful, because in the moment, we've got platform 4, we've got our deadlifts happening. And so far, we've had a few lifters on, or I'm sorry, I said platform 4, but I meant platform 3. Platform 3, we've got several of our lifters have completed successfully their first deadlifts. And then on platform 4, we are rolling with our 3rd attempt bench presses. Tanya is taking 60 kilos. Not quite there today. Meanwhile, on platform 3, Ariana is taking her opening deadlift attempt. Now, you may notice some lifters like Ariana and others, when they come out for their deadlift attempts, they have removed like a t-shirt. So you're required to wear a t-shirt on the squat, under your singlet, on the squat and bench press events, but not required on the deadlift. Some lifters still choose to, others do not. So that is just a reason for that change. So we've got Janina taking her opening deadlift, Christine taking 137 pounds for her third attempt bench. And that's all right. That was a good fight. If I remember correctly, her second attempt looked pretty smooth, so just not there today. Sometimes that 2.5 kilos can be more than you anticipate. Judy is taking the same weight for her third attempt bench. And over on platform 3, we've got Melissa taking her first attempt deadlift. I'll talk a little more about the differences in deadlift technique here in a moment. So stay tuned for that. Judy, 62.5 kilos for her third attempt bench. Just under her meet PR as a Masters 3 lifter. Not quite there today, but overall, Judy has had a phenomenal day. As of right now, she is 5 for 6 on her lifts. Heather's taking her opening attempt deadlift, 325 pounds. Made it look smooth. Good lift for Heather. We've got 5 more bench press attempts on platform 4, and then we will be finished with the bench press event for the morning session. So Meredith is taking 7.5 kilos at least over her body weight for her third attempt bench press, 148 pounds. Come on, Meredith. Let's see, can she fight through it? Not today, not today. It's all right. Ooh, Yvette currently has 69.5 kilos loaded for her third attempt bench press, which means that she is attempting a record. And then over on platform 3, we have 165 kilo first attempt from Kingston. This is a world record attempt for Yvette, 69.5 kilos. Let's rally behind her, even from back home. 69.5 kilos, and that was an easy opener for Kingston on platform 3. 2 very impressive things happening at the same time. Oh, Yvette, that was beautiful. 3 white lights for Yvette. Oh, we love to see it. She's up on the bench. Gino. I think Gino loves to see a world record more than anybody, although we all love to see it. We've got Katie coming out for her third attempt. So far, she has had a great bench event. Lactose intolerant.
You want caffeine?
I would take caffeine, 100%. Thank you. Let's see, Katie. Wow, that was a smooth third attempt from Katie. 3 white lights. Not a surprise. That was a beautiful third attempt bench. We've got 2 lifters left on platform 4 before we take our break before deadlift. And we are already rolling with second attempt deadlifts over on platform 3. Now everybody has their own opinions, but to me, I get most excited watching the deadlift event. And it might be because it's also my favorite lift. My personal favorite to perform, but it's also my favorite to watch. But I love them all for different reasons. Like, for example, I love seeing a lifter absolutely smoke a third attempt bench press like Echo just did. 77.5 kilos, and that looked like it could have been a first or second attempt. We have our final bench press on platform 4. Robin Ray coming out to 92.5 kilos. This is over 200 pounds. And we want to see her get it. Meanwhile, Alexa just got her second attempt deadlift easy. Here we go, Robin. This is over 200 pounds in the 132-pound weight class, Master 1 division. And her second attempt went very, very well. So let's see how this third attempt. Let's go, Robin. Come on. Oh, it's so close. Yes. Oh, we love to see 3 white lights celebrating with their coach. This is what we love to see. That was a beautiful third attempt from Robin. So now, same thing's going to happen on platform 4 that recently happened on platform 3. The spotters and loaders, as I said, working so incredibly hard today. They're going to get the platform ready, and then we will have a quick 10-minute break before moving on to the deadlift attempt or deadlift event on platform 4. Meanwhile, over on platform 3, we are deep into second attempts. Beverly successfully completed her first attempt at 140 kilos. Now she's coming out to 147.5, getting those feet set just right. Little tough second attempt. Took a moment for her to get that down command. Oh, so that's something I have to revisit. I've talked about the commands for squat, and I've talked about the commands for bench press. Now, we'll talk about the command, or should I say command, for deadlift. So, on the squat, we had 2 commands, squat and rack. On the bench press, we had 3, start, press, rack. And on the deadlift, there is only 1 command. So, you'll notice this. When the lifters come out to the platform, they again get called bar is loaded, but they do not get a command to let them know when to initiate the lift on the deadlift. That is what happens on squat and bench press, but on the deadlift, the lifter initiates the lift on their own when they're ready. The only command that a lifter will get during the deadlift is the down command. Now, unfortunately, what we just saw on platform 3 was a 2-to-1 due to missing the down command. So if the lifter sets the bar down before the head judge says down, then that is no lift. So that is the one command you have to listen for on deadlift, and the judges are looking for you to be completely locked out at the top of the lift. That means your knees are locked out and your shoulders are back. Heather is getting ready to come out to 152.5 kilos on platform 3 for her second attempt. So something else I wanted to talk about here, especially when it's, talking about technical things. So having Heather on the platform is a great example for this. Heather is a sumo deadlifter. So sumo is characterized by having the feet wider apart and having the hands on the bar in between the feet or legs. Conventional deadlift is the opposite. So the hands are typically outside of the feet or outside of the legs, and the feet are closer together. You'll see a mixture of both. It's another one of those things that it just really depends on the lifter. Melissa is another sumo deadlifter, and even within those 2 types of deadlifting or those 2 styles, you will see so many variations. So you could see Heather and Melissa, they both have a pretty wide sumo stance, but you'll see some lifters whose sumo stance really comparatively isn't that much wider than other lifters' conventional stance. And then within conventional, you'll see some lifters who their feet are super close together and others that are a little farther apart. It just really all depends on the lifter. So we've got Janina coming out with 155 kilos loaded. On the bar. Unfortunately, to me, it looks like there was some downward movement. And yeah, it looks like that was a blue card for downward movement. But she still has one more attempt to go. So that was 155 kilos she had loaded, and she still has another attempt to go. And she's had successful squat, bench, and deadlift. So no matter what happens from here on out, she's registered a total for the day. So we've got Judy taking our second to last second attempt on platform 3. 160 kilos. She's in the teen 3 division, which means she's 18 to 19 years old, 60 kilo weight class. This is a big deadlift, 352 pounds. And it looked good to me. Let's see, 3 white lights for Judy. Some of the belts that you see today, you might see are from a brand called Pioneer, and you can also see their logo on the backdrop here. They make incredible belts, and they are one of our sponsors for USAPL Raw Nationals 2025. Kingston's coming out for 391 pounds, just shy of 200 pounds as a 52 kilo lifter. And Kingston is a perfect example of the conventional deadlift that I was talking about earlier. And that looked to me like a beautiful, beautiful conventional deadlift. Kingston, man, I'm gonna love to hopefully see her break 400 pounds today. So now we are moving on to third attempt deadlifts in flight A on platform 3. And platform 4 will be starting deadlifts shortly. All right, Angelina. She had a great bench press event. So far, great deadlift event. Oh, that looked quick off the floor. Little tough at lockout, but man, that was quick off the floor. 3 white lights for Angelina. That was good. Something that you notice too, like there are just so many different technical aspects that vary from lifter to lifter, and I don't necessarily just mean technique-wise, but even sometimes you'll see lifters who it's a little bit tougher for them to break the deadlift off the floor. Sometimes you'll see lifters who it's a little tougher for them to lock it out. Like for example, oh come on Ariana. She is fighting it, 145. See if she can get the down command. That was pretty tough. Unfortunately, there was potentially some downward movement, and that was a no lift. But that was a great fight. She really did give it her all. Alexa is coming out to 145 kilos. I'm hoping to see some deadlift PRs over here. Looks like Alexa is trying to match her deadlift meet PR. Come on, Alexa. That, I think, was a great third attempt weight selection. And that was a good lift for Alexa. Good weight selection there, because that looked pretty, it looked tough but doable. She didn't have any real, you know, technical breakdown, it didn't look like. Taylor is hyped up and ready to go for her third attempt deadlift at 147.5 kilos. And this is a PR for her if she's able to successfully complete this lift. Come on, Taylor. Oh, and she did it quickly. That was snappy. 3 white lights for Taylor. Congratulations to Taylor on a PR. And it looks like that's a, she got a pretty good total PR today too. And by pretty good, I mean really good. Almost time for platform 4 to get rolling on deadlifts. Beverly finishing off with a 150-pound deadlift. See what the judges say. Looked a little, 3 white lights, all right. Oh, wow. That was an exciting deadlift event for Beverly. So it looks like her best deadlift in a meet prior was 142.5 kilos, and she bested that by 5 kilos on her second attempt. That is amazing. So we've got Janina trying out 155 again. Second attempt was a no lift, but that's why we have 3 attempts. Moved pretty quick. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Love to see her come back for it. That was a good lift. And that was a PR for her. All right, we've got Marilyn coming out to the platform on platform 4 to start off platform 4 deadlifts. Melissa taking her 3rd attempt. Oh, wow. And 3 white lights. Took a second for her to get the down command. Sometimes I feel like that happens with those 3rd attempts that can be a little tough. But you got to be fully locked out to get that command. All right, Heather. Heather's bringing the energy on platform 3. First 2 have moved well. Yeah, this is over triple body weight. Wow, Heather. She locked it out. 3 white lights. That was a good lift. We've got a couple of lifters left on platform 3, flight A, and then we will go right into flight B. We've got Jamie taking 115 kilos for her opening attempt on platform 4. Unfortunately, you'll see that happen sometimes. Marielle it looked like grip just failed her a little bit on that 3rd attempt, but she was still able to hit her 1st and her 2nd. We got Christy attempting 160 kilos. Oh, and that looked really good to me. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights, that's awesome. All right, so for Christy, that was a PR. So even getting a no lift on her second, she jumped up to 160 and was able to get that. We've got 2 lifts left on platform 3, 2 deadlifts left before we go into the next flight. We've got Judy, a teen 3, lifting 363 pounds. Her last one looked great. Oh, not today, not today. That's all right, that'll be there. And then we have Kingston finishing off flight A. She is attempting a record. She is a 52 kilo junior, and that 190.5 means that she is attempting a record. We have Autumn over on platform 4, starting with 135 kilos. We got a rally behind Kingston. Her first 2 have looked phenomenal, so I have no doubt that this American record is going to be Kingston's. She looks so focused. Come on. Oh, just lock it out, lock it out, lock it out, lock it out, lock it out. Oh! Oh, no. Oh. Ah. I hope she's okay. Spires and loaders are checking on her. Oh, just short of lockout. That, having been in that literal exact spot, not breaking an American record. I have no American records, but being a conventional deadlifter, getting that far into the lift and getting stuck at lockout is heartbreaking. But man, if she did not give it an incredible fight, that was awesome to watch. And I have no doubt that Kingston will be back for that. No doubt. We've got Ashley over on platform 4. We're finishing up first attempts. And then we've got Terry, 82.5 kilos on platform 3, starting off flight B deadlifts on platform 3. Let's go, Terry. Oh, that was smooth for Terry. Smooth conventional deadlift. Wow. If you blinked during Alana's opening attempt, then you would have missed it, because that was incredibly fast. She has got a lot left in the tank for today. So and this is the last discipline. So we're gonna see some great deadlifts today. Leah too. That was so quick. And over on platform 4, we have Brooklyn coming out to 150 kilos, which is about 330 pounds. Taking her first attempt. There's something so special about watching the deadlift because, and maybe this is just my personal feelings about it, but I feel like once you are done with squat, once you're done with bench, then you get your opening deadlift in. To me, the rest of the meet is just so fun. Not that the preceding that wasn't fun, but I feel like it just takes a little bit of the stress out. Now, obviously, you've got people going for records and wanting to hit PRs, so there is still some stress. There's still some things that people are nervous about, but I don't know, just in my experience, that the rest of the deadlift event is just so much fun. And so I am loving to see so many successful first attempts, because I hope all these lifters are having a great time doing what they're doing. Lily taking her first attempt at 145 kilos. And then over on platform 4, we are into second attempts. Marilyn, who is a teen 2 lifter, 16 to 17 years old, taking 100 kilos for her second attempt. And that was a very quick second attempt for Marilyn. So while you're watching the lifters over these next 4 days, you may also recognize equipment lifters are wearing from RepMax. RepMax is another sponsor of USAPL Raw Nationals 2025. They offer USAPL approved knee sleeves, wrist wraps, and more for you to wear for your next competition. So check them out. We're grateful that they're a sponsor for us, along with the other great sponsors that I've been mentioning today. So back to the action on platform 3, we have Linda opening up 155 kilos. Got about 5 first attempts left over there. Then on platform 4, we have Jamie coming out for her second attempt. Oh, that was quick for Linda. Oh, unfortunately, that was 2 red lights. 2 red lights with a red card, which has to do with the lockout of the lift. Whether it's the knees or the shoulders, knees either not locked out or the shoulders are, not back in the deadlift. But she'll come back for it on her second. Next, we've got Zoe attempting the same weight, 155. Very, very quick. 3 white lights. You do sometimes have to be cautious about leaning back in the deadlift, though. Sometimes that just happens because it moves so quick. And in that case, it was really quick, but that was a good lift. I'm excited to see what she pulls for her second and thirds today. Trin pulling 130 kilos, 286 pounds, making it look easy. And then we had Danielle, who secured her 162.5 kilo opener. She has had an awesome day, in my opinion. I mean, coming back on the squat event, Danielle coming back from missing first and second attempts, getting that third attempt, then getting all 3 on the bench press. If I remember correctly, PRing the bench press, and then now she's going to show off on the deadlift, I'm sure. Jodelle took her first attempt. It looked good to me. 3 white lights, and then we have our final first attempt from Joy coming up, taking 170 kilos. And we've got Autumn over on platform 4, taking 142.5 kilos. That was good. Let's go, Autumn. That looked good. All right, Joy, 170 kilos. Looked like a smooth opener to me. Let's see what the judges have to say. Three white lights for Joy. Unfortunately, Ashley's second attempt looked to be a little bit tough off the floor, but she's got another third attempt that she can try it again. We're on to second attempts on platform 3, flight B. Terry's first attempt was beautiful. We're going to see how her second attempt moves. And second attempt looked to me just as smooth as the first. And the judges agree, 3 white lights. Alexis, another conventional deadlifter over on platform 4, taking 145 kilos. That was a good second attempt. I think Alexis has a lot more in the tank for her third. And Leah, her first attempt I felt like flew, so I'm not surprised that she took a decent sized jump to that second, but I think she's got quite a bit more left for her third as well. Now Kelsey, she has kind of what I talked about as being a pretty close conventional deadlift stance. It looked like there was, yeah. So we've got 2 red lights over there on platform 4 for Kelsey. I definitely noticed some downward movement. That's what the center judge, it was a blue card, and then the left judge, it was a red card for lockout, which I would say both are accurate. But she can come back forward on the third. Alana's first deadlift moved so well. She took a 25 kilo jump between first and second. But honestly, like I said, if you blinked, you would have missed it. I mean, I feel speechless right now. She took a 25 kilo jump. This is one of those situations where I would jokingly say to her, put some weight on the bar, because that moved just as quickly as the first one. I wouldn't, I mean, this is probably going to sound crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if she has another 25 kilos left. But we'll see what she does. We'll see what she does. Jennifer and Brooklyn taking their second attempts right now. Jennifer's looked a little bit on the tough side, but she was still able to lock it out, and she got 2 white lights. Brooklyn, 3 white lights for hers. We've got second attempts rolling on both platforms 3 and 4. Platform 3 is flight B, platform 4 is flight A. We've got Lily and Laura coming up, both sumo deadlifters. Lily taking 155 kilos, Laura taking 162.5, both looking focused, both looking strong. Lily's looked pretty easy. Laura's looked really good as well. I think those were both great choices for second attempts. Got Mackenzie taking 155 kilos and Shannon taking 162.5. Both excellent attempts. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from a lot of lifters, as far as, I should say lifters and coaches. As far as attempt selection, I think most of the attempt selection that I've seen here today, squat, bench, and deadlift, is so appropriate. You know, that's the only way to put it. It's appropriate. You know, openers looking easy, second attempts looking a little tougher, third attempts, you know, obviously being the toughest. But it's just been great to see that. But you see that at the national level. You see that really, really good attempt selection, because, as I've mentioned a couple times, it's a different meet. We're on to third attempts. Unfortunately, 105 just wasn't there for Marilyn today, but she's a Teen 2 lifter. She's got plenty of years ahead of her to keep on adding to that total, and she's had a fantastic day today. we've got Linda. She missed her first attempt on some technical things, on some rules infractions, but she's going up 5 kilos. I think that's a safe move. That's a smart move, 5 kilos, because you still get to progress a bit, but let's see what the judges say that time. Oh, 2-1. All right, so now this is where we're gonna have to, yeah, and that time it was based on lockout. I think the last time there was a little, a couple of different rules infractions. So we'll have to see what they choose to do on that third, because that's when the pressure is on. Missing the first and second deadlift attempts. Let's see how Zoe's moves here. Hers moved really fast on the first attempt. That one looked good too. That's good. 3 white lights. Jamie on platform 4, taking 130 kilos. No lift for Jamie, but that's all right, because she has had a good day otherwise. So now that we're getting third attempts rolling in, we're going to start being able to see how people totaled. 3 white lights for Danielle on her second. Now, we won't know exact placing for this session until later on tonight after the prime time session has concluded, because we have women from each weight class in the prime time session tonight. Or at least from the 48 and up. We have the primetime session tonight, so placing will be determined after the primetime session has concluded tonight. But this is where building that total becomes really, really important. And also the lifter's DOTS score, which is a separate score that is determined by the total and factors such as the lifter's body weight. So we have Joy taking 180, just under 400 pounds for her second attempt. A little tough, but she did it. I mean, I think with smart attempt selection, Joy can break 400 pounds today. And Joy's best deadlift in a meet was 175 kilos. So she's already hit a 5 kilo PR. If it were me, I would just throw that 2.5 on there to hit the milestone. But she might have another goal that she's trying to hit. It's not me, so. All right, we've got third attempts on platform 3 starting now with Terry. Terry has done an amazing job today. She's taking 90, and man, she might have been able to put more on there. But she got 3 white lights for it, so amazing job from Terry. Kelsey over on platform 2. She had some technical issues on the second attempt, but we're hopefully going to see her, they took a pretty small jump, which I think was smart. So she's just got to lock it out. Oh yeah, Kelsey. Looks like there's something happening with the lights. Leah, that was a beautiful third attempt. Yeah, I knew Leah was going to be able to smash that second attempt to add to that third. Oh, good. It looked like Kelsey. Yep, that was a good lift for Kelsey. That's awesome. So we've got Jennifer and Autumn, both taking third attempts. Autumn grinding it out. Come on, Autumn. Whew, that was tough. But the lift is good, 2-1. Center judge called a little bit of downward motion, but 2-1, you only need 2. Then we've got Jennifer. That one was tough, but she got it. Let's see. 2-1, unfortunately. All right, so this on platform 3, this is a really big lift for Linda because she needs this lift to stay in the meet, although, you know, the meet is almost over, but she needs this lift to register a total. And honestly, she has had such an awesome day leading up to this. We want to see her stay in this meet. Great work from Alexis over on platform 4. Linda just has to, all she's got to do is just make sure she's got it locked out. She's got it. She's absolutely got the strength for it. We want to see this happen. We've got Emily on platform 4 with 165 kilos. Linda is getting set and she is getting focused. Let's go, Linda. Let's see what the judges say. It looked locked out to me. Yes, 3 white lights. That is, what a relief. What a relief for Linda. And honestly, that was only a little under her best in a meet. And let me look at her total. I mean, that was just a little bit under her best total too. So not a bad day for some of the, you know, for what was happening with deadlift. Brooklyn on platform 4 and Mackenzie on platform 3. Mackenzie made that look easy. Let's see. Oh, great. 3 white lights for Mackenzie. Let's see how this moves for Brooklyn. 167.5. Come on. Sometimes these conventional deadlifts move a little bit slow, but she can lock it out. She can lock it out. Oh, my goodness. And she keeps going. Oh my gosh. That, 2-1. Oh, that was one of the most incredible fights I've ever seen because it looked like she wasn't moving, but she was. That was a good fight for Brooklyn. All right, now I predicted Alana had 20 to 25 more kilos. They opted for 15, but that's probably the smart thing to do. I was being a little crazy, and then Laura's taking 170. Wow. Okay, you know what? I may have been right. Alana may have had 20 to 25 more kilos because that third attempt was quick. And then Laura just absolutely smoked her third attempt at 170, and the lift is good, 2-1. You love to see the celebration after that successful lift. We've got Tiffany and Shannon. Tiffany, 165 kilos. Shannon, 70 kilos. Let's go, ladies. Oh, no. Unfortunately, that's a no lift for Shannon because although she got it up there, unfortunately, she had some downward movement and then was not able to lock it out because of that. Tiffany, so close for Tiffany, but no lift. We are getting ready to start flight B on platform 4. First attempt deadlifts. Lily is so focused, so intense for her third deadlift. Let's go, Lily. Oh, and that's moving well. Little tough close to the top, but yeah, 3 white lights. That was a good lift. We've just got We've got 4 lifters left on platform 3. And that will conclude session 1 for platform 3. And then platform 4, we are starting our first attempts with Janice. And that was what looked to me like a great first attempt from Janice. 3 white lights. Danielle taking 177.5, 391 pounds. This is a PR match for Danielle. Come on, Danielle. Let's see, the lift is good. And with that, that is a PR match of her best total as well. So very good from Danielle. We've got Zoe coming out for her third attempt, just under 400 pounds, 396 pounds for Zoe's third attempt. Yvette, just such a quick first attempt, beautiful 3 white lights. It's just not there today for Zoe, but she's had a good day. In fact, Zoe got a huge total PR. Come on, Joda. Oh, unfortunately, she's fighting. Oh, no. Ooh. She's okay. Good catch from the spotter. She really fought that one. Oh, I predicted it for Joy. And she is, in fact, going to attempt over 400 pounds on the deadlift. 407 pounds for Joy. She is our final lifter on platform 3 for the first session of USAPL Raw Nationals 2025. Let's go, Joy. 407 pounds on the bar. Based on her last one, I know she can do this. Let's go, Joy. Come on, Joy. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh, no. Unfortunately, it was not there for her today, but she has a strong deadlift, so I will not at all be surprised if Joy comes back for that 400 plus deadlift very, very soon. So now we're turning our attention fully over to platform 4 and Christine, who is opening with a beautiful 120 kilo deadlift. Judy opening up with a double bodyweight deadlift, over double bodyweight deadlift in the Master 3 class. So this is Flight B. So we're getting the chance to see first attempts all over again. We're getting a chance to see people do that exciting thing that I talked about where they get that deadlift on the board and then they've got a total and then they're just ready to roll the rest of the meet. I already mentioned this before, but just to say again, it is a great feat to be able to compete in this meet, regardless of weight class or age division, because lifters have to qualify for this meet, meaning they have to have already lifted a certain amount in specific meets in order to be here. So even being here on this platform is incredible. And then what they do on this platform is so incredible on top of it. Echo is opening up with 130 kilos. Two to one, unfortunately. But she has 2 more attempts to come back for it. We have Meredith up next. Opening up just under 300 pounds. And it looked good. We have 3 more first attempts. Flight B, platform 4. Then we'll go into the second attempt deadlifts. Jennifer getting ready to attempt 314 pounds for her first attempt. Those are cool socks. I like those socks. And that was a very nice first attempt deadlift from Jennifer. No surprise that that was 3 white lights. Robin has had a phenomenal day. She is 6 for 6 right now, meaning she has not missed a single lift. And she's coming out for her opener at 150 kilos. So now you can see Robin is wearing her knee sleeves on the deadlift, which I would say you do see sometimes. You just don't see that very often. It just depends on the lifter. Some tells me Robin is going to continue to have a fantastic day. And either way, she's got a total on the board. She crushed her squats and bench. Now, just to finish out those last 2 deadlifts for her. Our final first attempt on platform 4, flight B, is Katie. Katie had an incredible bench event today. So we want to see the same for her deadlift event. That was a very nice opening deadlift at 363 pounds. We're going right into second attempts with Anne, a lifter who is in our women's Raw Master 4 division. That means that lifters in the Raw Master 4 division are aged 70 to 79 years old, which, if you ask me, pretty incredible. And these lifters will show you just how incredible they are, just like Anne just did. 3 white lights for Anne. Beautiful opening deadlift. Oh, actually, my mistake. That was the second attempt. But still beautiful, whether it was an opener or second. We have Janice coming up in our Masters 4 division as well. Another beautiful second attempt. 3 white lights for Janice. So I hadn't mentioned this before, but looks like that just wasn't there today for Karen. She did get her first attempt though, so we'll see if she attempts to go again on her third. But you, as you're watching Raw Nationals these next few days, just remember that you can follow along for live scoring on LiftingCast. Each day is broken up on there. But you will also see things like you can see like the forecasted place, but just a reminder that placing will be finalized after the primetime session this evening. The primetime session this evening starts at 7:30. We have Elizabeth coming out to the platform. Elizabeth has been such a fun lifter to watch today. She has had a really great day. She's 6 for 7 right now. Little tough off the floor, but like I mentioned, it can be that way sometimes. And she got it 2-to-1. 2-to-1. We'll see what kind of increase she puts in for her third attempt. I'm guessing it's not gonna be a lot more, but I think she could have some more in the tank. And we've got Jennifer, 122.5. First one moved so well. Second one moved pretty well too. Let's see what the judges say. Took a minute for her to get the down command. I'm wondering if oh no. They're getting her belt off. So from time to time, this is scary to see, but from time to time you will see something like this happen. But the spotters and loaders are making sure that she is taken care of and that she is getting medical attention. It looks like Jennifer's okay. We're really grateful for the quick intervention of our spotters and loaders in situations like this. And we've also got one of our referees there, Kathy Marksteiner, who is just an incredible part of USA Powerlifting, but also has a lot of experience and knowledge to help in situations like that. So we are just happy to see that Jennifer is okay and was able to just walk off the platform. This sport really does, it does a lot. It's a lot of stress on your body. Lisa attempted 125 kilos. Unfortunately, it was not there for her second attempt. We'll see if she can come back for it on her third, though. Very, very smooth second attempt from Christine. I feel like that looks similar to her opener. Next up, we've got Echo coming out. Echo had a no lift on her first attempt due to rules infraction. We'll see if she can, again, I've said it, but sometimes it's nerves. Let's see how this second attempt goes. Yeah, it looked like there was some downward movement, like just as she was getting to the top of the lift. You could see her shoulders kind of bopped forward. So we'll hope that she comes back for that on her third. Now we've got Judy taking the same weight for her second attempt, 130 kilos. Judy has been having a great day. 3 white lights for Judy on that second attempt. So far she is 7 for 8. Only missing that third bench press. We're gonna see if she can go 8 for 9 on that, on her last deadlift. Tanya taking a 10 kilo jump from 125 to 135 for her second. just under 300 pounds, and it was quick. So I have a feeling that we are going to see Tanya break 300 pounds today on that deadlift. Meredith has 145 kilos loaded on the bar for her second attempt. And it was tough, but she got it. We'll see what the judges say, but yeah, I felt like that was a good lift, 3 white lights. Now, what's interesting is when a second attempt is a little on the tougher side like that, where do you go for your third, right? Some lifters will opt to just take a small jump, just to see if they can get a little bit more out of it. Some lifters will jump more just to maybe try to hit a milestone or see if they can maybe tap into some last little bit of strength. I've personally done it both ways. So Jennifer, smooth second attempt at 152.5, 3 white lights for her. We have 2 more second attempts left with Robin and Katie, and then we are into the final deadlifts of the session, at least on this live stream of Platform 4. We've got Robin Ray taking her second attempt deadlift at 160 kilos. Her first moved so well. Oh, and that was smooth. I think that, personally, in my opinion, that is the way that you want a second attempt to move. It looked like it was work. It looked like it was work, but it didn't look like that's the end of her strength for today. It looked like she's got more. She's got more in the tank for sure. Now we're getting ready to see Katie, our last second attempt. Taking 172.5 kilos in the Masters 1H division. Difficult, but she got it. And again, just a little bit, it's a little bit slow in that first, I don't know, like third to half of the lift, like from the floor around to shin or knee level.